Hello everyone, friends. For you, Catopusel wrote in the comments, yes, Sonic vs. Zombies, don't worry, like it, and write what you think in the comments. The camera pans over a serene green hill zone, but something feels off. The usually vibrant colors are muted, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. Sonic, standing atop a hill, looks out over the landscape with a sense of unease. As Sonic stands vigilant, a haunting moan echoes through the air. From the shadows of the forest emerges a figure, twisted and corrupted, Zobi, a zombified version of a familiar face. With a burst of speed, Sonic takes off, but Zobi follows, moving with an unnatural swiftness. The chase is on, leading them through a forest, now twisted and decaying. Sonic crosses a rickety bridge, the chasm below filled with writhing, shadowy figures. Zobi gains on him, the bridge creaking ominously under their weight. Desperate to lose his pursuer, Sonic dives into a dark cavern. The walls are covered in glowing, eerie symbols that seem to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Emerging from the cavern, Sonic finds himself in ancient ruins, overgrown with twisted vines and haunted by spectral figures. Zobi appears, blocking his path. The battle begins. Sonic's speed and agility are pitted against Zobi's relentless, undead strength. The ruins crumble around them as they fight. The battle leads them to a haunted village, where the houses are decaying and the streets are filled with eerie mist. Villagers, now zombified, wander aimlessly. Seeking refuge, Sonic enters an old, abandoned church. Inside, the air is thick with darkness, and the stained glass windows depict horrifying scenes. Zobi bursts through the doors, continuing the pursuit. The fight spills out into a graveyard, where the graves are marked with eerie, glowing symbols. Zobi summons undead minions from the graves to aid him. Escaping the graveyard, Sonic enters a dense, haunted forest. The trees have faces that seem to watch him, and the shadows move with a life of their own. Zobi is never far behind. Sonic reaches a lake filled with dark, churning water. Ghostly figures rise from the water, reaching out for him. Zobi emerges from the shadows, ready to strike. Climbing a treacherous mountain, Sonic faces twisted, thorny vines, and an eerie fog. Zobi follows, his glowing red eyes piercing the darkness. At the mountain's peak, Sonic enters a cave with walls covered in glowing, pulsating veins. Zobi corners him, and the battle reaches its climax. With all his might, Sonic fights back against Zobi. The cave trembles with the force of their battle, and the glowing veins pulse brighter. In a burst of energy, Sonic finds a hidden power within himself. Zobi stumbles back, his glowing red eyes flickering. With a final powerful strike, Sonic defeats Zobi. Zobi collapses, his body turning to dust and fading away, leaving behind an eerie silence. Alone in the cave, Sonic stands, panting and exhausted. The glowing veins fade, and the cave returns to normal. Looking out over the landscape, Sonic sees it restored to its former vibrancy.